Assalamualaikum. To my lecturer is Puan Nurul Hayati binti Cirani. My name is Alia Hanis binti Amibasa. My metric number is 10 DMT 21F 1032. Today, me and my friend Suliana binti Omar, Nur Alisha Azira binti Muhammad Zaki, and Sri Dashini anak perempuan Asukumar will present about chapter 5, Vector and Scalar. First of all, my first slide is about introduction of vector and scalar. Vector. What is a vector? Vector is a quantity that has both magnitude or size and direction. An example of vector quantity are displacement, velocity, acceleration, and force. Scalar. A scalar is a quantity that has only magnitude. Example of scalar quantities such as time, speed, temperature, and volume. A scalar is a real number. The length of a vector is a scalar. Next slide is about type of vector. Type of a vector have a 5 type, which is a equal vector, parallel vector, negative vector, position vector, and free vector. Definition of equal vector is two vectors are equal if they have the same magnitude, the same direction. Since the three vectors have the same direction, which is A equal to B. Moreover, the three vectors are also equal in magnitude. Definition for parallel vector is two vectors must be in the same direction. Definition for negative vector is two vectors having the same magnitude but opposite direction. Position vector. The definition is the vector OA is referred to a fixed point and origin in called position vector. Definition for free vector is vectors such as A, which is not related to a fixed position, are known as free vector. Question 1. Describe a real-life application in scalar product or vector product is used. My answer is, for calculating every vectorial unit, we need a vector. For example, in a moving car, the tire has mass, it has also initial and final velocity, acceleration, and gravitational reaction, friction, force, and due to relation, it has torque. For getting the result, we need a vector. Second answer for question 1 is crosswind. We are familiar to the term of crosswind. A crosswind is any wind that has a perpendicular component to the line or direction of travel. When a plane comes to land, sometimes it faces difficulties for crosswind. A pilot can find out the resultant velocity and direction by the help of vector. Question 3. Write the question posed in the application that needs to be solved. Given A, B, and C are the points with coordinate 1, 3, 6, 3, negative 2, 6, and 3, 4, negative 7. Calculate vector AC. The answer is AC equal to AO plus OC equal to negative OA plus OC equal to negative multiply for 1, 3, 6 plus 3, 4, negative 7. It is equal to negative 1 plus 3, negative 3 plus 4, and negative 6 minus 7. The answer is 2I plus J minus 30K.
Hai, Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. My name is Suliana binti Omar and my number metric is 10 DMT 21F 1018. Today, I will continue with operation of vectors. Before I start with my topics, I will explain about vector. A vector is quantity that has both magnitude and scalar. An example of vector quantity is displacement, velocity, acceleration, and force. For vector, it has two operations of vector, which is addition and subtraction. For formula for addition is V1 plus V2 equal to A1 plus A2 multiply I plus B1 plus B2 multiply J. And for subtraction, V1 minus V2 equal to A1 minus A2 multiply I plus B1 minus B2 multiply J. This is an example of question about operation of vector. I will solve the question one by one. First of all, we must convert Q plus 3P to the given, which is negative 4I plus 6J plus 3 multiplied to 3I plus 5J. Next, we must arrange them as negative 4I plus 6J plus 3 multiplied to 3I is 9I and 3 multiplied to 5J is 15J. To get the answer, we must use the addition, which is negative 4I plus 9I and 6J plus 15J. And we get the answer is 5I plus 21J.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Alisha Azmina binti Muhammad Zaki from DMT1A and number matrix 10 DMT21F1019. Now I want to discuss the topic about the dot product, which is a scalar product, and what's the dot product and how we find angle between two vectors. And as we know, with dot products we can add two vectors and we can subtract two vectors. Now we will multiply two vectors. Example for multiply two vectors, which is P sama dengan kurungan A, B, C, and Q sama dengan kurungan X, Y, Z. And to find dot product of P and Q, kita kena darabkan A darab dengan X and plus B sama dengan darab dengan Y and C darabkan dengan Z. So this is my simple question is to find dot product A and B. 2I plus 3J plus 4K and B 7I plus 5J plus K. So to find a dot product AB, kita kena darabkan A dengan B tu. Kita kena darabkan 2 darab dengan 7 sebab dia I dengan I, and plus 3 darab dengan 5 is J dengan J, and plus 4 darab dengan 1 K dengan K. So kita total up and dapat 33. This is the answer of dot product. And next, to find the angle between A and B, which is kita kena guna theorem of dot product, and this is the formula. Next, this is the simple question for find the angle with the blue vectors, and A sama dengan 2I tolak 2J plus K, and B sama dengan 12I plus 4J negative 3K. So untuk kita kira, untuk mencari dot product, kita kena darabkan A and B. First step is to find the dot product, and kita kena darabkan A and B. I dengan I, 2 darab dengan 12 plus negatif 2 darab dengan 4 plus 1 darab dengan negatif 3, and find the answer, which is A dot product is 13. To find the angle of vector, kita kena letak A modulus and B modulus. So kita kena buat 2 kuasa 2 and punca kuasa. So 2 A tu kita kena letak kuasa 2 kuasa 2 plus negatif 2 kuasa 2 plus negatif 1 kuasa 2 and letak punca kuasa, then dapat 3. Then B pula ulang langkah yang sama. Seterusnya, dengan menggunakan formula cos theta untuk mencari angle vektor, so kita kena gunakan cos theta and kita masukkan nilai product dot product and modulus A and modulus B. So kita boleh dapatkan nilai itu dan kita inverse cos, dapat 1/3 dan theta ialah 70.
Good morning, I'm Sri Darshini Ashok Kumar. My metric number is 10DMT21F1021. So I'm going to present about area of triangle and parallelogram. So what is area of triangle? What is an area? Okay, area is the measurement or the quantity value of two-dimensional space occupied by an object. In other words, it is the size of the surface of any 2D figure like rectangle, square, triangle, circle, or etc. What is triangle? A triangle is a closed 2D figure having three sides, three vertices, and three angles. It is the simplest form of polygon. A triangle can be formed by joining any three dots such as the lines, segments, and connected each other end to end. Three line segments connecting the dots are the sides of triangle. The point of intersection of two lines is known as vertex and the space between them called angle. It is also important to know the sum of all the interior angle of a triangle is always 180 degrees. Area of triangle formula. The total surface or space enclosed by the three boundaries of the triangle is called the area of triangle. If the base and height of the triangle is given, then we can use the area of triangle formula, which is given below to find the area. Area of triangle. Okay, this is the example of how to find the area of triangle. Area of types of triangle. Classification of triangles on the basis of sides. There are three types of triangle: scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, and equilateral triangle. And this is what that this three triangle is meant for. So this is example of classification of triangles on the basis of angles. Okay, there are three angles: acute triangle, obtuse triangle, right triangle. So the area of parallelogram is defined as the region or space covered by a parallelogram two-dimensional plane. A parallelogram is a special kind of quadrilateral. If a quadrilateral in a two pairs of parallel opposite sides, then it is called parallelogram. Geometry is all about shapes 2D or 3D. All of these shapes have different set of properties with the different formulas. For the area, prime focus here will be the entirely on the following. The first one is definition of the area parallelogram. Second one is a formula of the area of parallelogram. Third one is a calculation of a parallelogram area in a vector form. Parallelogram formula. The area of parallelogram can be calculated by multiplying its base with altitude. The base and altitude of a parallelogram are perpendicular to each other as shown in the following figure. The formula to calculate area of parallelogram can thus be given as area of parallelogram equals to B times H square units, where B is the length of the base, H is the height of altitude. So this is the example of the area of parallelogram formula. Let us analyze the above formula using an example. Assume that PQRS is a parallelogram. Using grid paper, let us find its area by counting the squares. Okay, from this above figure, total number of complete square is 16. The number of half square is 8. Area equals to 16 plus 1 over 2 times 8 equals to 16 plus 4 equals to 20 unit square. Also, we observe in the figure that ST and PQ, by counting the squares, we get side PQ is equal to 5 units, corresponding height ST equals to 4 units. Side multiplying height, okay, equals to 5 multiplied 4 equals to 20 unit square. Thus, the area of the given parallelogram is base times the altitude. We do an activity to understand the area of parallelogram. First step, we should draw a parallelogram PQRS with altitude SE on a cardboard and cut it. Step 2. Cut the triangular portion PSE. Step 3. Paste the remaining portion EQRS on a white chart. Step 4. Paste the triangular portion PSE on the white chart joining sides RQ and SP. Okay, this is the example. After doing this activity, we observe that the area of rectangle is equal to the area of parallelogram. Also, the base and height of the parallelogram are equal to the length and breadth of the rectangle respectively. So, the formula is area of parallelogram equals to base times height. Parallelogram in vector form. The area of the parallelogram can be calculated using different formulas even when either the side or the diagonals are given in the vector form. Consider a parallelogram ABCD as shown in the figure below. So this is the figure, and area of parallelogram in a vector form using the adjacent side is. So this is the formula of parallelogram in a vector form. So this is summary and the example of the area of a triangle, and with this formula, actually we can refer to this to how to find that area of triangle.